Hello everybody, welcome back to another video that I'm posting towards the end of the month because I spend the rest of the month making and filming everything. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome. Good to have you, good to see you again. If you don't know me, my name is Levity and I'm an artist and a soon-to-be author. Yup. You heard that right. I think it's a great time to formally announce the making of my first ever comic book. Yup. So I've been wanting to make a comic book for so long, and it's also just on my bucket list of things to do. So I am very excited to start making this. And I think I should preface by saying that this will take a very long time, because I have other things to do, okay? I can't spend all my time drawing. In this video, I have a couple speed paints for you guys, which I am designing the cover for my little book. And I'm just doing some concept art / design work that goes along with chapter 1 and kind of the themes relating to chapter 1 that I also have drafted out. And I am ready to start making. But first I would make an introduction because the fantasy world is very complicated and has a lot of different things that you should know before even reading it. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Oh my god, you guys don't even know how excited I was to start this. Bro, it was crazy. I was so ecstatic, and it was just awesome to see people respond so positively to my announcement because, okay, if you follow my Instagram, you already know that I made a post about it, basically saying, oh, I want to make a comic, would you guys like that? And people were responding very positively to that. I got a lot of DMs saying, oh my gosh, would love it, or oh, I would want to read this so bad. So very thankful for that. Thanks for being invested. You're a real one, for real. Love you. Okay, let me discuss this cover. So this cover is featuring my main character, Fen, on the front because, well, duh, she's the main character. And I wanted to make it very dynamic and eye-catching just because, well, it's a cover and it has to look cool. Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, but also, come on, the cover draws people in. Let's be real. But I made it very dynamic to catch your eye, and also I purposefully made it face her back so then you can see her wings and all the texture inside of it, because that's a very important part of the story, as per the title, which you can probably see. So her character is very much based on the fact that she has wings, and that ties into the magic system and also the plot, which is very based around that fact. I also really wanted to add a lot of shading and a lot of texture to her wings to really show you her wings, duh, because it's a central focus. So I added lots of warm colors to complement the brown, and also this really nice warm sunlight to really give it this really nice vibe. Because also one of the big themes, or symbols I guess I should say, in the story is the sky, which is also tying into the magic system, which I can't discuss because you guys just have to read it. Also, if you want to know about Fen's character, I have a whole video on her, which was maybe not my last video, but maybe my last, I don't know. It was a recent video. It wasn't that long ago, and I made her character design reference sheet. So in that video, you'll get to see who she is, and what she carries, what she looks like, and all the things that kind of go along with her character. And maybe you'll want to read about her a little more if you watch that video too. If you don't know who she is, if you're a long time subscriber, you know who she is. All in all, I think this cover is really pretty, and I'm so proud of it. I just really think it represents the story and all the stuff that it has to offer, and the just vibes that go along with it. I'm saying vibes, but I don't have a better word for it, so that's just the word you're gonna have to deal with. Okay, now we're moving on to the concept art, which I thought was something I really needed to do since I hadn't even colored in a picture of her parents, who I'm drawing right now, by the way, which are very prominent characters in chapter 1, because chapter 1 takes place in Fen's childhood. So her parents appear And also, if you know anything about fantasy stories, you probably know what happens. But I'm not going to spoil anything. And I like had all of their designs planned out, but I just never colored them, which is like literally essential. I need to color these characters because I don't really know what they look like if I don't color them. So this was kind of an essential thing to draw. All of this concept art relates to chapter 1 and all of its themes, except for like one, I think, which it's like a little comic, but it's not really important to this part of the story, and it's kind of only important later for a little bit. So, don't try and decipher it or anything because it doesn't mean anything in chapter 1. Okay, guys, let's get serious. Okay, I have an important question to ask, and I need everyone watching who has an answer to this question to please comment down below because I need to know. This is essential. What platform do you want me to post this on? Because I have like 3 different options and I don't know which one to pick or which one's easiest for you guys to access or ones that you guys are most comfortable accessing. Okay, here are my options. So 1, we have Instagram, which I would honestly prefer using because I know how to use it. It's easiest in my opinion, and I've been using Instagram for a long time. 2nd, Tumblr, which, if I'm going to be honest, Tumblr scares me, okay? I only think of the 2014 Tumblr era, and I just don't want to be on that app. But if it's essential, then I'll do it, okay? I just don't know. Tumblr is kind of mysterious, and I don't know if I like it. 3rd is Webtoon, which would undoubtedly be the most popular among, like, any comic app. It's just that I've been on Webtoon, and it's crazy. Like, I don't mean, like, crazy, but it's so chaotic, and it feels so disorganized that it, like, I don't know. It just seems crazy, and it also seems really hard to use. And also, if you've seen canvas dimensions for making, like, a webtoon, it's so weird, and I don't know how to, like, use that. And I want to make this comic as best as I can, and I don't want to have to, like, learn a whole new thing and then, I don't know, like, possibly make bad comic strips because I don't know how to use it. So, those are my options. Please respond in the comments below. I need to know this so I can post this places where you guys can read it because I want you guys to read this. I'm doing this for myself and also for you guys because many people have expressed interest in knowing about my characters' stories. I actually just realized I should probably talk about the art and not the platforms. So this is Fen's child design, like her childhood look and outfit, and kind of just overall like feeling. I wanted her to be like literally like a kid because she is. In the chapter she's 10 years old, and then it skips 5 years, so then she's 15 in the main part of the story. But yeah, so she's 10 at first, and this is kind of where the character development happens, where the story kicks off. Duh, it's first chapter. It has to kick off somewhere. In chapter 1, we actually don't get a whole lot of development about her parents, but it comes in later in play because they still have important roles, so do not forget about them after chapter 1 because things change and then they don't appear for a while, so you have to keep them in mind. Okay, can I just say that Fen's hands in this drawing are really good. I love them a lot. Super proud of them. Only the artists get it. If you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. I love that song by Lana Del Rey. Highly recommend Margaret by Lana Del Rey. Love that song. You should listen to it. Okay, back on track. I think right now I'm drawing the little comic that doesn't really come in play in chapter 1 right now. So kind of just, I don't know, read it, but also ignore it a little bit. So I wanted to talk about the inspirations or maybe the overall like genre of this book. So of course it's fantasy because like duh, this kind of stuff doesn't happen in the real world. I'm talking about magic systems and like characters and like whoa. It's crazy. It's a fantasy world and it's very complicated. So I think I'd make it an introduction to like introduce the world and kind of give you a map and like a magic system and kind of just some general information to go in so then you're not confused. Yeah, I do that, and that will come out first before chapter 1 so then people understand and are able to read chapter 1 with a little more ease. If I had to explain the magic system in like a couple words, I would say it's very similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender and kind of like bending, but it's a little more complicated than that. But if you're looking for an overall like, oh, what does the magic look like? That's what it is essentially. So if you guys like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you will probably like this. And oh my god, when I tell you I'm excited, I mean, I'm excited, okay? I am absolutely ecstatic to start working on this, and I can't wait to get done with the introduction so then I can start chapter 1, and my next video will probably be like a let's make the introduction with me kind of thing. So I guess tune in if you want to see that and you want to read it too. Wherever I end up posting this, please tell me in the comments. I really need to know. I think I'm just about to start wrapping up this concept art once I finish this like lighting and stuff, and then I go back and sign everything. Also, I'll be putting all of these like finished pieces up on my Instagram, so all the more reason to follow me, I guess. Shameless self-promo. Hope you enjoyed my couple of speed paints and also my very much yapping and rambling. I actually graduated from Yappersville University. I have a degree in yap, okay? You can tell because I'm very good at it. Hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you like it. Maybe you're interested and want to know more. I hope you do want to know more. I really hope you do. You can also find more art and stuff about these characters on my Instagram, which is at LevitySketchity, and I'll put a picture on screen and my username and stuff in the description. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, kind of nothing more to say about that. Okay, I hate asking like, comment, share, subscribe, but if you know someone who likes the fantasy genre and would also probably like to read this book, tell them. Tell your friends, your family, if they're chill, and anyone you think that would possibly like my comic. I'd like to get a wide audience. I really want to share. I really want to share my story. I want to get it out to as many people as possible. So it'd be great if you could like or comment. Maybe subscribe if you feel like it. Not going to force you to do anything, but you can if you want. Really help me out. I'd appreciate it a lot. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, maybe. No, I'll definitely see you next time. That's all. Bye, everybody.